Cuban news. We have Reese Ispa, Caroline Cornutt, Sandy Ocean, and Princess Mishna. If this is your first time tuning into this newscast, here's some background information on Cuba. Cuba's major cash crops, sugar, tobacco, citrus fruits, and coffee have recently affected trading partners Canada, China, Russia, and Spain. Our ideal location in the Caribbean has brought many tourists, not from America, of course not, to visit our major cities. These cities would be Santiago de Cuba, Camagüey, Holguín, and of course our capital, Havana. We are now tuning into Caroline Cornutt and Sandy Ocean for the weather. Hi, I'm Sandy Ocean. And I'm Caroline Cornutt, and we're here to bring you the 5-day forecast for the Cuban area near you. Now, as our dry season comes to a close, our wet, cool season creeps in. So here's your 5-day forecast. Sandy? It should be partly cloudy with a lot of sunshine, as you can see, ranging from the mid-80s to the mid-90s. There also should be some thunderstorms and hurricanes. Now, we all know we live in a tropical climate zone, so we do have to be aware of hurricanes from May to October. Let's take a sneak peek at this old footage from 1960 as we review Hurricane Flor. Hi, I'm reporter Reese Ispa on Hurricane Watch. It's 1963 October, and we're in the middle of Hurricane Flora. Winds are reaching up to 300 miles per hour. The precipitation just won't stop falling. Already 6,000 people are dead from Cuba and Haiti, and people are going crazy. Flee your homes. Get into safe shelter. This is not a safe environment. I'm zipping. Go to safety. We have little time. Those ones look brutal. Thank you, Reese's Puff. Now to sports update with Penelope. Baseball is Cuba's national sport. Their league is one of the best in the world, and they even have some Olympic medals to prove it. Baseball in Cuba became nationalized after Castro came to power. Today we have Livan Hernandez, a former star in the Cuban League, with us today. Hello, Mr. Hernandez. Hello. Did you ever play baseball in the U.S.? Yes, I played for the Florida Marlins in 1997. Nice. Why did you leave the Cuban Baseball League? Well, during the 1990s, the economy was struggling in Cuba, so baseball players were allowed to go and play in foreign leagues. Nice talking to you, Livan Hernandez. Thank you for having me. Adios. Back to you. Thank you, Penelope and Mr. Hernandez. Now to a culture report with Reese's Puff. Hello, we are live from the streets of Santiago during the 2009 Carnival celebration. I'm reporter Reese Ispa, and I'm here to tell you a little bit more about Carnival. Carnival is the biggest annual celebration in Cuba. It began during the Spanish Empire. Colonial plantation owners would give their slaves a week of resting before the harvest. This tradition eventually became Carnival. We are now going to interview Rosa Lopez, a musician who has performed at Carnival for 10 years. Hello, Rosa. Hello there. What events occur during the Carnival celebration? Well, singing and dancing are the main parts of the Carnival. For example, I play the bongo drum. And musicians are found on almost every corner. And comparsas, which are dancers, perform in the streets with elaborate colonial costumes, like my friends. Oh, yeah! Thank you. Wasn't that beautiful? Where and when is Carnival celebrated? The Carnival is celebrated at the end of the midsummer harvest in July, and usually held in the city of Santiago de Cuba. Why was Carnival canceled from 1991 to 1996? Well, the government canceled the Carnival because of Cuba's poor economy. But, however, in 1997, it became more stable, so the Carnival was reopened. Thank you so much for your time, Rosa, and enjoy the rest of your Carnival. Thank you. Back to you in the newsroom. Wasn't that interesting? Yes, it was, Princess Mishna. Thanks, Reese Ispa, for all that interesting info on the Carnival. Now to Sandy Ocean with the Guantanamo Bay. In Cuba, many events are occurring, including the closing of Guantanamo Bay. However, several conflicts have risen on the matter now that President Obama is having the jail closed. For example, where would all of the prisoners head to? No one would want detainees living around where they live, so the question is, where to next? I am here at the jail. Thanks, prisoners and Sandy Ocean. Hello. Hello, I'm Reese Ispuff, and we're here visiting Raul and Fidel Castro at his deathbed. It saddens us to see such a great man in these conditions. This may be one of our last live reports with Fidel, but the effects of his long socialist regime in Cuba will never be forgotten. It all started back over 5 decades ago when Fidel was still a righteous student fighting to overthrow the government. With his great efforts, Fidel passed the embargo between Cuba and America, which affects today's modern society in both countries. With Fidel in power, us Cubans felt the powerful impact of his socialist and communist ways for over 50 years now. However, trade and any contact between Cuba and America has been banned, which has put us Cubans at a disadvantage without being able to import and export goods. The only contact that was left was Guantanamo Bay, which was recorded earlier in this newscast. As Fidel lies in his deathbed, he passes the torch to his younger brother, Raul Castro. We are here to talk about decisions to be made and ones that have already been made. Hello, Fidel. How are you feeling? How does it look like I'm feeling? Not your best, I must say. Tell us about why Guantanamo Bay was the only relationship you left between Cuba and America.
Well, I didn't think that. Honestly, after taking away all other connections with America, that those awful Americans wouldn't put up a fight. And back in the 50s, Cuba just didn't stand a chance. So I left the prison as a bargaining chip. Do you understand?
Yes, I do. So, tell us, Raul, what is the future for the Cuban government?
Well, with my brother falling out of power and the modernizing of our society, Cuban communism is in the downfall.
Thank you so much for your time, Raul and Fidel Castro. Back to you in the newsroom. Thank you for that wonderful interview, Raul and Fidel Castro.
This concludes tonight's segment of Channel 2 Cuban News.
You stay classy, Cuba, and thanks for stopping by.